Now we got some girls across. Minnechaug Falcons hosting the Agawam Brownies on Thursday afternoon. First quarter, Falcons' Riley Welch with the ball. Pass to Kaylee Gagnon. Behind the net, Gagnon dodging defender, shovels it in for the Minnechaug goal. Makes it 1-0 Falcons. Later on in that quarter, Agawam lets one off. Shot saved by Minnechaug's goalie, Nee Nguyen. Falcons' Aubrey Stachowicz with the ball in Agawam territory, setting up her play. Pass to Sophia Kozub. On the opposite side, Kozub takes it in, brushing off Agawam's defense, and scores a second jug goal of the game. 2-0 Falcons. Agawam looking to answer. Angelina Korzynski. Pass to Emma Murray. Murray takes it up and gets the Brownies on the board. Agawam down 2-1 now. Dog Sophia Kozub with the ball. Kozub pass to Kaylee Gagnon. Gagnon finds Ashley Sheehan driving towards the goal. Sheehan spin, shoots, and gets the Falcons goal. Chog up 3-1 in the first quarter. Falcons are going to go on to win big in this one. Final score, Minnechaug 16, Agawam 9. Ludlow Lions baseball visiting Granby, the Rams, on Wednesday afternoon. We got Nick Miazik batting for Granby, shoots it over the shortstop, past the right fielder. Brandon Carillon comes in. Miazik gets the triple. Granby takes a 4-2 lead. Next batter, ball gets by the catcher, and Miazik comes home for the Rams run, makes it 5-2. Granby's on top. Top of the next inning, Brandon Carillon on the mound with one on and one out. Gavin Kennedy gets the ball, tags for first. The second throw, and Brody, the double play. Ends the inning, and Granby still leads 5-2. Bottom of the following inning, another liner to center. This one's going to score two more for Granby and the Lions. And then taking the away L. Final score in that one, Ludlow 5, Granby 13.